Yeah, so last year we got the Genius Act passed. That was a great piece of legislation for crypto. And now what everyone's working on is called market structure, the non-stablecoin crypto assets. And there's been a ton of hard work. The Senate has been amazing to work with. There's a lot of constituents coming in to offer their opinion, including the crypto industry. And of course, Coinbase has a point of view, although we don't represent the crypto industry. And we saw some draft text midnight on Monday night.
Right.
Our lawyers started looking at it on Tuesday. I was in DC on Wednesday. We started to notice some pretty serious issues in the draft text that we had a concern with, and there didn't appear to be a plan to actually get that fixed coming out of a Senate Banking Committee markup. And so we actually felt like we had an obligation to go out and defend our customers' rights and say, we have some issues here. We were careful not to comment on what the Senate should do in terms of a markup or not, but they did decide to postpone it, and so now there's an opportunity for us to come back and chat with the bank CEOs and see what would create a win-win outcome here.
So let's walk through some of those issues and also walk through what is a battle taking place between crypto and maybe classic legacy Wall Street here. And then maybe we get into also just the power and influence that you have, whether you believe you have it or not, because every headline last week about this very bill effectively getting temporarily suspended, or at least was about the withdrawal of support from you, effectively. So you do have more influence maybe than you think. But let's talk about the issues themselves first. Top 3 issues right now for you that were problematic in that bill.
Yeah, so the number one is really around payment of rewards on stablecoins. I think Americans should be able to earn more money on their money. Banks should have to compete on a level playing field, and if the American people feel like the banks are not paying high enough interest rates and stablecoin rewards can offer them more, then maybe the banks should have to pay higher interest rates to compete, right? I don't think there should be any protectionism.
Do you think that was put in directly for the banks, that was lobbied by the banks and put in?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's odd that they would want to stop that, actually. I don't know why a regulator or the government would even care if yield is being passed on to the consumer. So I do wonder where, the sort of origin of this particular amendment that was introduced. Why would the government want to stop crypto projects from passing on yield of 4 or 5% or whatever it is, right? And stifle competition, unless there's been lobbying by the banks to do so. But even then, why would they side with the banks?